Happy Friday, boys and girls. I'm here with chapter 7 of Droon. We are reading The Secrets of Droon, Quest for the Queen. Chapter 7 is called Tarok's Mystery Wagon. When Eric and Julie pulled open the wagon door, they found the inside room empty. Julie frowned. Where did Kia go? There was a small door on the opposite wall. Did she go back out? Asked Eric. Oh man. First Neil, now Kia. We keep losing people. Let's stick close. Julie nodded. She crossed to the small door and pulled it open slowly. As she did, the air seemed to hum and sparkle. Holy cow, she exclaimed. Eric peeked over her shoulder. He gulped. The door didn't lead back outside. It led to another room. And what a room! It was at least twice the size of their school classroom, and the ceiling was 3 times as high as the wagon itself. No wonder they could fit a Pilka in here, Julie said when they stepped in. They could fit a whole herd of them. But it sure didn't look like a stable. The place was magnificently decorated, as if it were a room in the richest palace. Candles on the walls lit an area of couches, tables, and chairs, sitting on a fancy carpet. Piled along the walls were big traveling chests. They overflowed with gold and jewels and leather bags filled with glittering coins. Eric shook his head slowly. Okay, this is plain crazy. How can you have a wagon that's bigger on the inside than the outside? Kia was right, said Julie. This is no simple illusion. This is magic. Look, there's another door at the far end. Kia? Kia! Julie ran for the door, but Eric's eye was caught by one chest with jewels tumbling out. He leaned over. Among the jewels in the chest was a shiny black gem. It was flat and perfectly round. He picked it up. It glimmered in the candlelight. Then it flickered suddenly in his hand. Check this out, he said. It looks like a story stone from Kia's harp. Julie? He glanced up. Julie was staring through the far door. Eric? She whispered. Get over here, now! He pushed the stone into his pocket and went to her. He stared past her through the doorway. Okay, well, this is different, he said. Different, said Julie. It's weirder than weird. They were standing at the top of a set of steps that curved down a long way into the darkness. The steps seemed to go far below the ground that the wagon was sitting on. I guess we have to go down, Julie asked. I guess we do, said Eric. Quietly, the 2 friends tramped down the steps. The stairs were covered with a kind of thick slime. They kept curving downward. I wish Neil were here, said Julie. Me too. So we could go first, Julie finished. Eric tried to laugh. He couldn't. He was scared. What had happened to Neil? And where were they going? And who were Tarok and Slag anyway? Finally, the steps ended. Eric and Julie came out in a stone chamber. The floor was wet and it smelled like the beach, like seawater. It was much darker and colder than the other rooms, but Eric breathed a sigh of relief. Kia was there, and she was not alone. Mother? Mother? She murmured. Kia was standing next to a cage. The red tiger lay inside, almost still, breathing very slowly. I feel so helpless, she said. Look at her. She's sick. She can hardly breathe. Maybe it's because she needs to change into another shape, said Eric, and she can't because of the cage. She needs to be set free, said Julie. Kia reached her hand toward the cage. A bolt of red light shot out from the bars and struck Kia's hand. She snatched it back. This is a sorcerer's magic. Red light is always a sign of dark magic. You should know, said a cold voice. Tarok strode from the shadows. Gone was his clown's nose, his wild blue hair, his silly horn. He tossed up a glass ball and caught it. So you found our little secret. Quite a catch, isn't she? The Queen of Droon, in my little wagon. Let her go, demanded Kia. No, Tarok replied. You know, snarled Eric, for a funny man, you're not very funny. Tarok's face twisted into a dark scowl. No, the fun is over. Now the games begin. Want to play catch? Tarok held the ball up in front of Eric. That's when the kids noticed a tiny shape inside the ball. A shape they all knew. It was waving at them. Oh my gosh, said Eric. It's Neil, Julie gasped. You let him out of there, right now. No, said Tarok, backing away. Slag, come forward. The giant stepped out of the shadows behind Tarok. He held his pretzel-shaped iron bar. I bend you like a bar, Slag grunted. Eric glanced at Julie and Kia. I was right. This is definitely not funny. And that is the end of chapter 7. We'll come back next week with chapter 8. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.